Direct from the Bob Bullock Texas State History Museum, it's the Texas Quiz Show. The quiz show about all things Texas for all Texas middle school students.
Welcome to the Texas Quiz Show, the academic competition about all things Texas, brought to you by the Texas State Historical Association, the Texas General Land Office Save Texas History Program, the Texas Almanac, and the Summerfield G. Roberts Foundation. This program was made possible in part by a grant from Humanities Texas, the state affiliate of the National Endowment for the Humanities. I'm your host, Rick McCaslin. Our thanks go out to our good friends here at the Bob Bullock Texas State History Museum and the Texas Spirit Theater. Let's give a big round of applause for our contestants, our hosts, and our sponsors. This is the third preliminary round of the Texas Quiz Show Championship. This is part of a single elimination tournament to determine which Texas middle school knows Texas best. Throughout the competition, I will ask a series of different questions in each round. The first team to buzz in gets 10 seconds to answer the question. If Team 1 answers the question incorrectly, then Team 2 gets the opportunity to steal the question, answer it themselves. The only time these rules change will be on the final round, when the teams will alternate turns answering questions. Questions will be worth different point values in each round. Does everyone understand the rules?
Yes.
Very good. The two teams competing in this round are Barbers Hill Middle School and Baker Middle School. From Barbers Hill Middle School, we have Noah George, Charlie Heyman, and Mason McManus. And the rest of the team is here with their coach, Tia Thornton. And now from Baker Middle School, we have Marco Rincones, Elle Boyd, and Zoya Surani. And the rest of the team is here with their coach, Tracy Barbario. We'll get to know our contestants better later in the show. Let's give our teams one more round of applause. Now let's get started with the first round, the lightning round. In this round, each question is worth 10 points, and you get 10 seconds to answer it. Teams, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, are you ready? Yes. Let's begin our Texas Quiz Show. Round 1, question 1. In East Texas, a marshy inlet or outlet of a lake or river is called a what? Baker? Answers, please.
Swamp.
Not correct. For the steal,
Can you repeat the question?
Barbers Hill, okay. In East Texas, a marshy inlet or outlet of a lake or river is called a what? Answer, please.
Delta.
A bayou. As a swamp bunny, I'm sad that y'all don't know what a bayou is. In pioneer homes, ashes were saved to make lye for what household? Baker?
Soap.
Correct. Next question. What name is given to Hispanic folk healers? Baker? Answers?
Shamans.
Not correct. For the steal, Barbers Hill?
Pass.
Curanderos. Next question. Goober Hill was named for what crop? Barbers Hill?
Repeat the question.
Goober Hill was named for what crop?
Peanuts.
Correct. Next question. What canyon in West Texas was named for the many horses lost there? Baker?
Dead Horse Canyon.
Correct. Next question. What ranch in South Texas is about the size of Rhode Island?
King Ranch.
Correct. Next question. This man was the commander at the mission known as the Alamo. He wrote a famous letter with the words, Baker?
William Barrett Travis.
Correct. Next question. This man also fought at the Alamo. In fact, he was second in command. What is his name? Baker?
Jim Bowie.
Correct. That ends the first round of the Texas Quiz Show. The score is right now Baker Middle School 50, Barbers Hill Middle School 10. Now for a little more about our contestants. From Barbers Hill Middle School, we have Noah, Charlie, and Mason. Mason enjoys vacationing in Garner, Texas. What do you like most about Garner, Texas?
I like to float the Frio.
That's a good answer. Charlie, I see your favorite moment in Texas history was when Texas declared independence. Why is that?
Because it just led to a lot of great things in our history.
Opened the door, didn't it? Noah has an interesting Texan for a hero, Davy Crockett. What is it about Davy Crockett that you like so much?
Well, I don't know if it was true, but I saw in the Alamo movie they made, he was and when he was surrounded, he said, he said, I'm a screamer, and before they killed him, he started screaming. So I thought that was really cool.
Oddly enough, there's a lot of professors older than you who sit around lunch and recount that scene happily. Randolph B. Campbell likes that scene. Those are excellent answers. Our other team is Baker Middle School. We have Marco, Elle, and Zoya. Elle, your favorite movie Texan is Matthew McConaughey. What's your favorite Matthew McConaughey movie?
He's a fan. Probably Angels in the Outfield. He's a baseball movie.
I missed that one. And I'm a Matthew McConaughey fan too, so I may have to catch up on that. Zoya, you love to go to the San Antonio Riverwalk with your family. Why there?
Because you get to see all the beautiful sights and you get to look at the river too.
Good choice. And our last contestant on stage is Marco. Favorite Texas food is chips and salsa. Where's your favorite place to go get chips and salsa?
H-E-B.
That way you get a lot for very little money, right? Thank you for sharing these interesting facts about yourselves. Now for more quiz show action, let's get back to the show and move into round 2. Celebrate Texas is a series of 60-second video presentations from well-known Texans that recall the many outstanding accomplishments made by other Texans. In this clip, actress Angie Harmon shares the story of the drill team that started it all, the Kilgore College Rangerettes. After the video, a question will be asked. You will have 10 seconds to write down your answer, and then you will be asked to hold up your answer. This is a 20-point question, which is available to both teams if you answer the question correctly. So, okay, let's roll the video.
Growing up in Dallas, I remember the thrill of being a Highland Belle. And like many Texas girls, it was my dream to dance on the drill team. Now, the best and the most famous drill team of all is the Kilgore College Rangerettes. The first group of its kind in the world, the Rangerettes brought show business to the gridiron. From their first appearance in 1940, the Rangerettes have pioneered halftime entertainment and become the prototype for hundreds of other groups. Known around the world for their high kick and Broadway showmanship, the Rangerettes have traveled millions of miles as Texas ambassadors of goodwill. Talented women have always been one of Texas's greatest natural resources, and that surely includes the Kilgore College Rangerettes, the original and still the best.
The Rangerettes have appeared in major football bowl games across the nation. In which bowl game have the Rangerettes performed every year since 1951? Here's a hint. It is played on New Year's Day in Dallas. You have 10 seconds to answer the question starting now. Hold your answers up, please. Both teams, Barbers Hill Middle School and Baker Middle School, have Cotton Bowl up. I'm glad to know you know that the Cotton Bowl is on New Year's Day in Dallas. Both of you answered correctly. Both of you earned 20 points. For more information regarding Celebrate Texas, please visit celebratetexas.tssa.org online. At the end of the Celebrate Texas round, the scores are Baker Middle School 70 points, Barbers Hill Middle School 30 points. Let's move on to round 3. In this round, the questions are worth 10 points. And remember, you have 10 seconds to answer. Contestants, fingers on the buzzer. Let's get started. Round 3, question 1. What trail passed through present-day Lockhart, Waco, and Fort Worth? Baker Middle School.
The Chisholm Trail.
Correct. Next question. What Texas company provided electronic parts for the U.S. satellite to orbit the Earth?
Texas Instruments.
Correct. Next question. Round 3. The economy of the Post-Oak Belt sub-region depends on natural gas and another natural resource that is mined. What is this mineral? Green is off to my left, Barbers Hill.
Coal.
Correct. Next question. When Jose Antonio Navarro was a young man, Mexico sought independence from what country? I'm seeing Baker.
Spain.
Correct. Next question. Everybody reset. What Spanish explorer, possibly the first to use a brand in the Western Hemisphere, used a brand of 3 Latin crosses? Barbers Hill.
Cabeza de Vaca.
Not correct. For the steel, Baker.
Cortez.
Correct. Next question. In what town is the Casa Navarro located? Barbers Hill?
San Antonio.
Absolutely correct. Next question. Another soft drink other than Dr. Pepper was invented in Waco. Though not as popular, this drink is sold in Barbers Hill?
7-Up.
Not correct.
Big Red.
Yes. Last question of this round. An average of 132 of this type of weather hits Texas every year. Baker Middle School?
Tornadoes.
Correct. Well done. After round 3, our score is Baker Middle School with 120 points, Barbers Hill Middle School with 50 points. Round of applause for our contestants. This is our Texas Almanac round. First, we're going to show you an image on the side screens to your left and to your right. The Texas State Historical Association plays a key role in developing the Texas Almanac, a biennially published reference work providing information for the general public on the history of the state and its people. One of the regular features involves images found in the photo archives of the Texas Almanac. The following image has been pulled from the most recent volume of the Texas Almanac. Now, can everyone see this cover of the Texas Almanac? Nice and clear. Yes. Very good. After the image appears, I will ask a pertinent question, such as where it is, what it is, etc. You will then have 10 seconds to write your answer on a card. When time is up, I will ask you to hold up your answer. This is a 25-point question, which is available to both teams if you answer the question correctly. Teams, are you ready? Yes. Audience, are you ready? Let's play the image round. This goat farm in Fannin County is only one of many agricultural businesses in the area. This county was named for which man who died at Goliad? Remember to write your answer on your card. You have 10 seconds. Ms. Lyles is trying to beep in, but we're not going to let her. Okay, hold your cards up, please. Barbers Hill Middle School has James Fannin on their card. Baker Middle School has James Fannin on their card. Congratulations. Both schools have answered correctly and earned the 25 points. James Fannin fought and died at the Battle of Goliad. After the end of the image round, the score now stands Baker Middle School 145, Barbers Hill Middle School 75 points. Let's move on to round 5. In this round, the question will be worth 25 points. This is a video round again. Our next round is sponsored by the Texas General Land Office and is presented by Commissioner Jerry Patterson, the Commissioner of the Texas General Land Office. After the video, a question will be asked. You will have 10 seconds to write down your answer on a card, and then you will be asked to hold up your answer. Okay? Roll the video.
I'm Texas Land Commissioner Jerry Patterson, and I'm standing in the historic archives of the Texas General Land Office in Austin. The Land Office is a special place for Texas history. Our archives protect documents that tell the story of Texas land, including thousands of maps and surveys dating back hundreds of years, and documents from Texas heroes like Stephen F. Austin and David Crockett. I'd like to invite you to visit the Land Office and see these treasures for yourself. Learn more about the Land Office Save Texas History program at savetexashistory.org. And now here's the question. This captain in the Texas Revolutionary Army fought at the Battle of Gonzales in the fall of 1835, the Siege of Behar in the winter of that same year, and was present at the Alamo beginning of 1836. Before the Battle of the Alamo, he was sent as a courier to General Sam Houston in Gonzales to ask for additional troops. He later fought at the Battle of San Jacinto. Who was this captain and Texas hero?
Okay, contestants, you have 10 seconds to write your answer to the question starting now. Do you have answers for me? Barbers Hill has Juan Seguin. Sam Houston is not correct. Baker Middle School. Okay. Correct answer is Juan Seguin. Let's roll that video again.
The answer is Juan Seguin. I'm holding the Bounty Land Certificate from our archives that Seguin received for fighting in the Texas Revolution. He is among the most celebrated Tejano heroes of the Revolution. He entered the Alamo with other Texans when Santa Anna's army arrived in San Antonio, but was sent out as a courier on February 25th. Upon reaching Gonzales, he organized a company that functioned as the rear guard of Sam Houston's army, and Seguin led the only Tejano unit to fight at the Battle of San Jacinto.
Congratulations, Barbers Hill Middle School. You answered correctly and earned 25 points. That concludes round 5 of the Texas Quiz Show. The score now stands at Baker Middle School, 145 points. Barbers Hill Middle School, 100 points. Now it's time for round 6. Questions in this round are worth 20 points. Remember, you will still have 10 seconds to answer. Teams, are you ready? Yes. A little more enthusiasm.
Yes.
There, better. Audience, are you ready? Round 6. Question 1. What escarpment separates the Blackland Prairie from the hill? Barbers Hill.
The Falcone Escarpment?
Yes, absolutely correct. Next question. Which town is the oldest in Texas that has been located on both sides of the Rio Grande because of its shifting course? Baker's Middle School.
Brownsville.
Not correct. For the steal,
Can the question be repeated?
which town is the oldest in Texas that has been located on both sides of the Rio Grande because of its shifting course?
Ibarra?
Very close. Isleta. Next question. What part of the state constitution protects citizens' right? Baker Middle School.
The Bill of Rights.
Correct. Next question. What agreement stated that no Spanish or U.S. troops could occupy the border area between Texas and Louisiana? Baker Middle School.
The Neutral Ground Agreement.
Correct. Next question. What is the name of the second largest granite dome in the United States? That would be Barbers Hill Middle School.
Enchanted Rock?
Correct. What Mexican fort guarded the road between San Antonio and the port of Capano? Going to assume that was Barbers Hill Middle School.
Can you repeat the question?
What Mexican fort guarded the road between San Antonio and the port of Capano?
Fort Hidalgo?
Not correct. For the Steel Baker Middle School?
La Bahia.
Correct. Next question. What is the name of the woman that survived the Alamo though her husband was killed? Barbers Hill.
Suzanne Dixon?
Correct. Next question, last one of the round. This Alamo hero came from Tennessee and settled in Barbers Hill.
David Crockett?
Correct. That concludes round 6 of the Texas Quiz Show. The score is now Baker Middle School 205 points, Barbers Hill Middle School 180 points. This year, the Texas Quiz Show is introducing a segment that has involved hundreds of fourth graders statewide. Fourth graders wrote questions on all things Texas history and submitted them to the TSHA for this segment. Brady Wood from Willow Park submitted a question that was chosen for today's competition. This is a 30-point question which is available to both teams if you answer the question correctly. Remember, you have 10 seconds to write down your answer. Then you will be asked to hold up your card. Teams, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, are you ready? Then let's play Are You Smarter Than a Fourth Grader? The question is, El Paso is not in the same time zone as the rest of Texas. What time zone is El Paso in? 10 seconds. Okay. Please hold up your answers. Barber Hill Middle School is showing Mountain Time. That is a correct answer. Baker Middle School is showing Mountain Time Zone, and that is also a correct answer. So, congratulations. Both schools, Baker and Barbers Hill, have answered correctly and earned 30 points. That concludes round 7 of the Texas Quiz Show. The score is now Baker Middle School 235 points, Barbers Hill Middle School 210 points. Round of applause. This is a tight game, guys. This is a tight game. Now it's time for the crucial last round, the category round. In this round, we have 6 questions in 6 different categories as shown on the board right here, to your right and to your left. The categories are history, politics, economics, weather, geography, sports, and entertainment. Each team will have the opportunity to choose a category and 10 seconds to answer the question from that category. If Team 1 makes a wrong answer or exceeds the 10-second time limit, Team 2 will have the opportunity to answer the question correctly. Remember, these questions are worth a lot of points. First question your team chooses is worth 20 points. The second is worth 30 points. The third is worth 40 points. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are we ready, audience? Are we ready, teams?
Yeah.
Baker Middle School, you're in the lead, So choose your category.
Economics.
Okay, for 20 points, here's your first question. One of the state's top agricultural products in the late 1800s was buffalo and cattle bones. What product were they used to make? Do you have an answer for me?
Weapons.
Not correct. For the steel, Barbers Hill,
Needles?
bone meal or fertilizer? Okay, Barbers Hill, pick a category for your 20-point question.
History?
The question is, who is the African American that sued to be admitted to the all-white University of Texas Law School in 1950? Do you have an answer for me, Barbers Hill?
Pass.
Pass. Baker, for 20 points.
Barbara Jordan.
Not correct. Heman Sweat. Okay, Baker, for 30 points. Pick a category.
Weather.
Your question is, what instrument measures atmospheric pressure? You have an answer?
Atmospherometer.
Interesting guess, but not correct. For the steel, Barbers Hill,
A barometer.
correct. Barbers Hill, pick a category for 30 points.
Geography?
Geography it is. Your question is, what is the Spanish name for the lowest pass in the Rocky Mountains and the location of a Texas city on the Rio Grande? Do you have an answer for me?
No. Pass.
Pass. Baker for 30 points.
El Paso.
It's not a complete answer. We're asking for the site, not the city. No? It's El Paso del Norte. There were other passes that the Spanish had in that area. Okay, now for 40 points, that's according to my records. Baker, pick a category.
Politics.
Politics it is. What is the name of the cemetery which has been the resting place for Texas military heroes and politicians since 1851?
Texas State Cemetery.
That is correct. Barbers Hill, one last question. That's being sports entertainment category. Your question is, what Westlake High School football star is now a quarterback for the New Orleans Saints?
Drew Brees?
Absolutely correct. That's it, everyone. The final score of this round of the Texas Quiz Show is Barbers Hill Middle School with 280 points, Baker Middle School with 275. Our winner is Barbers Hill. Congratulations. Congratulations for all of us here at the Texas Quiz Show. Congratulations to Coach Tia Thornton and all of the students at Barbers Hill Middle School. Congratulations as well to Coach Tracy Barbario and all of the students of Baker Middle School. Let's have a round of applause again for all of our amazing competitors. We want to thank our sponsors, the Texas State Historical Association, the Texas General Land Office Save Texas History Program, Humanities Texas, the Texas Almanac, and the Summerfield G. Roberts Foundation. Let's also have a special round of applause for the Bob Bullock Texas State History Museum. For the Texas Quiz Show, I'm Rick McCaslin.